Hi, juniors. It's Mrs. Ulsas from the Counseling Center, and today we are going to talk a little bit about your SAT results that should have come in sometime during spring break. And then we're also going to talk about SCORE, which is our new college and career platform that is replacing Naviance. So let's get started. Okay, as I mentioned, your SAT scores should have been released over spring break, and you should have gotten those through your College Board account. Students should have been notified either through an email or a text message if you included your cell phone number in your login before you did the SAT. So you can log into your College Board account to access your SAT scores. The most recent scores will be shown on your homepage, but you can also access prior scores, whether you've already taken the SAT or your past PSAT results there as well when you click on Show Additional Scores. Now, if you have any problems getting into your College Board account, whether you can't remember your password, whether you log into your account and your scores are not there, you're going to have to contact the College Board. And so I've got the phone number listed there, and you can also find that on the College Board website when you scroll down to the bottom and click Contact Us. Sometimes students log into their account and they can't see their SAT scores because sometimes they end up with two accounts somehow. So if you have to merge your accounts or if you cannot access your scores for any reason, contact the College Board directly. Just remember that counselors, as much as we want to help you, we do not have access to your College Board account information. So you do have to work through them directly. So the one thing that you want to look at, the very first thing you want to look at when you get your SAT scores is, did you meet those college readiness benchmarks? And those college readiness benchmarks, those are what can be used to meet the post-secondary readiness in graduation pathways. Remember, that's that third bucket of the three bucket items that you have to graduate. So the diploma, the employability skills or project-based learning, and then the third part is post-secondary readiness, or showing that you're college ready. So those college readiness benchmarks, that is meeting those specific scores of a 480 reading and a 530 math. And to be considered college ready and to meet those benchmarks, you need to meet them in both sections. Now, the great thing is if you take the SAT more than once, you can mix and match those to meet those benchmarks. So if you only met one of those benchmarks, say you met the math benchmark, but not the reading, the next time you take that, if you get that reading up to a 480 or above and meet that benchmark, then you've met the college readiness benchmark for grad pathways. All right, so reviewing your scores in your College Board account. So once you log into your College Board account, like I said, you should see those test results there. It's going to show your composite score, and then just below it, you're going to see your subscores. Now, if you click on this arrow to view additional details, what you'll see is you'll see your percentiles, so how you compared to other students in the state of Indiana or from the US. And then you can also get more specific information from those different subjects. So if you can go into reading or math, it'll break it down into more specific content area. So you can see how you did in each specific content area for each of those subjects. All right, so here's what it looks like when you click View More Details in your College Board account. Again, you're going to have your benchmarks. So if your score is listed in that green, that means you have met that benchmark. Up towards the top is where you're going to see that percentile and how you did compared to other students of your grade for this test. And then you're also going to have the ability to download your score report. And this is where you're going to get even more detail about your scores. So it's good to download your score report. You can share it with your parents, share it with your counselor, whatever you want to do. But in that score report, again, you're going to see your scores listed there and your percentiles. And then towards the bottom, this is where you're going to see your subscores, and you get to see those different areas that maybe you need to work a little bit more on. So for instance, on this sample school report that I have for you here, out of 15, you can see that the student did pretty well in several different subscores, but I circled the lowest ones because this is what I want that student to really be focusing in on and practicing before they take the SAT again. So what you can do is you can look at your sub scores, you can go into your Khan Academy account, and you can prep for the next time you take that SAT, practicing in those specific categories. So there is a correlation between the sub scores listed here and Khan Academy. Not all of them are named the exact same thing. So if you want to get more information about that, I can share that with you on that Class of 2025 Canvas page, or you can come see me or Mrs. Mayu, and we can tell you what that sub score translates to in Khan Academy. All right, now retaking the SAT. Many of you will want to retake the SAT. It's always a good idea to take the SAT more than once, or you can take the ACT more than once you get those scores if you took the ACT recently as well. The reason why you may want to retake these scores is because colleges are using SATs more and more again. They kind of went away from using SATs so heavily in the past. Mostly around that COVID time, but we're seeing some colleges going back to requiring SATs and ACT scores for college admission and for scholarship purposes. And then even if colleges don't require it, many of them are test optional. So if your test scores put you in a more favorable light, you will want to send your test scores to colleges for college admission for both admission and scholarship purposes. Likewise, like I mentioned, for the secondary school, post-secondary readiness for grad pathways, if you retake that SAT, we'll take the highest sub scores from those to give you the college benchmarks if you meet them from the different times you've taken the SAT. So retaking the SAT, there are many Saturday national exam dates coming up. The next one coming up is May 4th. The deadline to register is April 19th, so it's coming up very soon. So you want to get registered in your College Board account for that if you want to take it May 4th. But then there is also a June 1, August 24th, and then an October 5th date. Now, if you are registering for a national exam date on a Saturday, you will need to do so in your College Board account. So get logged into your College Board account, register for that date, select your test location, and pay for your SAT while you register on your College Board account. Now, in the fall, we will also have an SAT school day for students. Again, it's going to be generally on that date of that PSAT. So it's an e-learning day for seniors, and it's not required like this past school day SAT was. But if you would like to take the SAT school day in school in October, you can register to do so. I don't have the date just yet. It's going to be before fall break. I'll get that information to you guys out in August, and you register differently. You're going to register through a Google form that I will send out, and then you'll pay for that test through your PowerSchool textbook fees, where we used to assess those textbook fees. So more information to come on that school day SAT in October, but I wanted to let you guys know that that was available to you. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about SCORE. So in the past, you guys have been using Naviance for your college and career readiness portal. We are moving over to SCORE. We feel that SCORE is a little bit more user-friendly for students. There are some great components to SCORE that we really, really like. All the good stuff from Naviance is still there, but it does have some more information. And like I said, it's a little bit more user-friendly. So very soon you are going to get information sent to your school email address to invite you to use SCORE. So like I said, SCORE is going to have all that same good college search information, good filtering, and like a quiz that you can take to find colleges that meet the criteria that you're looking for. All that college information as far as admission requirements, admission statistics, the scattergrams, the academic programs, all still there in SCORE. There are new career profile assessments and great career information, so you can find out very easily a specific career that you're interested in, what is the required education, as well as what else students can be doing to get ready for that career. You can communicate with colleges really easily, so that's a nice feature. And then finally, this is how you will request your transcripts and your letter of rec for college applications. So you must absolutely get logged into SCORE and get using it and get familiar with it, because this is going to be really important for you in your senior year for sending information to colleges. So like I mentioned, very soon, By the end of this week, you will have a score invitation in your Gmail account. Again, this is going to be sent to your school email account, so make sure you check that. I know not all of you check that, so start doing so. So you should be checking your Canvas messages, and you should also be checking your school email address. But you're going to get an email that is from SCORE, and it's going to ask you to confirm your account. So when you open up that email, it's going to have an orange link. Click on that confirm your account link, and then it's going to ask you to create a password account or password for your account. So add in your password. You are going to probably just use the same password that you use for your Google credentials. So the same password for Canvas, Google, SCORE, everything's the same. So that way it's just easy for you to access. So we are going to have some more information on SCORE for you. I'm also going to show you a brief video here in the next couple minutes, but we are going to have some core sessions for you juniors coming up in the month of April. So get signed up for them. So the first one is coming up tomorrow, and it is on the basics of college admission. So we're going to go over the timeline of when you should be applying, what colleges are looking for, what kind of admission decisions colleges make, how those SATs and ACT scores do play a role in that. Then the week after that, we are going to go through SCORE and how you're going to use it in the college admission process. So if you haven't already gotten registered or created an account, we will help you do that. And then the week after that, we're going to have information on how to get started on your Common Application. The great thing is the Common Application is a way that you can apply to multiple colleges with one form, but it is time consuming and there's a lot to it. So you can actually start your Common Application now or over the summer and then roll all that information over on August 1st once the 2024-25 application comes out. But we're going to show you how to get started in that. So the next couple Tuesdays in the LGI are specifically for juniors who are college bound, who are wanting to apply to colleges. So sign up in School Corps under me, Mrs. Ulsas, and we would love to see you there. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started in this SCORE overview for students.
In this video, we will review the student experience in SCORE, including the dashboard, student profile, discovered page, and helpful links. Let's get started. We'll begin the SCORE student experience with an overview of the student dashboard. The dashboard is a personalized landing page a student sees each time they log into SCORE. Here, students can search for a college, view the status of their applications, review upcoming visits and deadlines, and browse college matches based on their preferences, in addition to similar colleges a student may like. On the right-hand side of the student dashboard, students can see any outstanding messages they may have, keep track of upcoming application deadlines, sign up for office hours or upcoming college visits, and view and complete surveys. Under More to Explore, students can start their college search based on their preferences. Students can also use Compare Colleges to compare up to 4 colleges at once. Additionally, students can browse the latest college events hosted by colleges on SCORE and see insights and stories from the SCORE blog. Under the student's personal dropdown in the top right-hand corner, students can view their profile. On their profile, they can see and edit their personal details, including contact information, linked parents and guardians, and application IDs. The academic overview will show their test scores and GPA, which are typically updated by their counselor. Activities and achievements give students a place to record their extracurriculars, such as work experience and athletics. And college preferences is where a student can select specific criteria that will personalize their college search, such as academic focus, school size, or personal interest in activities. Careers is where they can take assessments and be matched with top careers based on their results, which they can save to their profile. These careers will also display recommended majors, which students can save to their college preferences. Please note that Principal's U can only be taken once, and it will display any progress made if not completed yet. But the career interest assessment can be retaken as many times as a student would like. Finally, the Student My Drive allows students, parents, and guardians and counselors to upload files and links to a student's document storage, allowing for more collaboration and insight. A student's Discover page is dedicated to providing personalized college matches, recommendations, and simplified paths to discovering their best fit. Here on the For You subtab, they can search for a school they have in mind or explore the My Matches section, which is based on their college preferences. Additionally, You May Also Like will show colleges similar to those already listed in the student's My Colleges list. To conduct a search outside of their indicated preferences, students can start a search by selecting one of the predetermined drop-downs available when they click on the search bar, or they can select the Colleges subtab and begin entering different criteria. For example, let's say this student is interested in business, going to a larger campus in the South with a suburban campus setting. Students can also click on all filters to see those that they've entered in and also add any additional parameters. Once presented with a subset of colleges that match their criteria, students can sort this list by relevance, selectivity, or size. If a student finds a college they'd like to follow, they can do so by clicking the Follow ribbon on the college tile, which will add that college to their My Colleges list. Students can also add up to 4 colleges at a time to the college comparison tool. Click and Compare Now will allow them to compare admission statistics, application requirements, student life information, cost and financial aid details, and more. Here, they can also add that college to their list or click to view the college profile. A college's details page will help students address the 3 main questions when it comes to searching for the right fit college. Can I get in? Will I fit in? And can I afford it? This page contains all of the information available for a college on Score. Additionally, through an integration with UVisits, students can complete virtual tours within Score for hundreds of colleges to get a sense of culture on the campus in an immersive way. When students first access the college details page, they're taken to the Overview tab. Here, students can view highlights and quick facts about that particular college, featured posts, and college events. They can also see which of their preferences this college matches and follow if they aren't already. The Academics tab will provide a list of available academic programs and highlights, types of degrees offered, popular majors by percentage of undergraduate students, and a full list of fields of study. The Admissions tab shows admitted student statistics and application deadlines and details. If available, students can also view the application scattergram for that college. Scattergrams display historical application outcomes for colleges when enough data is available. The Cost and Aid tab shares estimated cost of education for that school. And the Student Life tab has student body statistics, campus life and program information, and demographic data of enrolled students. Students can also click the Follow ribbon on a college profile page to add that college to their My Colleges list. Back on the student's Discover page, they can continue their college search experience by clicking on the Post subtab. This is where they can select different hashtags to see posts related to categories with an academic focus to personal interest in activities. For example, maybe they want to look at colleges that have posts about virtual tours of campus or even beach volleyball or an a cappella club. They can also type in post hashtags into the search bar and find them that way. Clicking into a post will give students the ability to follow that college as well and learn more about the topic. Next, in the Events subtab, this will show upcoming events hosted by colleges that students can filter by those on their My Colleges list or virtual or recurring events. The events are sorted by earliest due date, and students can click into an event to learn more about it, as well as see the date and register on an external link. Lastly, from this Discover page, students can click on the Careers subtab and begin learning about careers that are best fit for them based on any of our career assessments they may have taken. Under the Your Assessments dropdown, students can take the career assessment as well as Principals U if they haven't already done so. Principals U will allow students to learn more about their tendencies, talents, and core dimensions of their personality to help find the right career in college. The assessment is roughly 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how long the student wants to spend on each question. Progress will automatically be saved, but students won't be able to change any responses once submitted, and the assessment can only be taken one time. Students will answer a series of questions by choosing on the 7-point scale. Once complete, they can download the report or see their matches on the careers page. As a reminder, the report will automatically be uploaded to the student's MyDrive as well. If they choose to see their matches, they can also use other filters to sort this list, such as looking at Principals U and interest assessment matches, or one or the other. Within Career Cluster, let's say this student is interested in business. They can also select education level needed. They can even click into a career they want to learn more about and see a nice overview with similar job titles, what people interested in this work like, and similar careers. Next, they can explore the income and outlook, as well as education level needed, along with general majors that could lead to that career, and requirements such as tasks, skills, abilities, and knowledge. To dive into a career even further, students can look at the linked resources with more information on the right-hand side. If they're interested in this career, they can click on the heart to save this back to their profile. You'll see that students can also click on specific filters of this career to continue exploring others. Accessible from the chat icon at the top, a Students' Messages tab allows students to receive meaningful college outreach from colleges that they're following or applying to, and they can also click on direct messages to communicate directly with counselors and parents and guardians. They can also click on notifications to see reminders for upcoming meetings or college visits, important deadlines, and more. And if students download the SCORE mobile app on iOS, they can enable push notifications to receive these directly on their mobile device. Next, in the student's personal dropdown, students can see surveys. Then they can begin to complete them if available. Surveys cannot be reopened once they are submitted, so please remind students to double-check their responses before submission. Students can also click on their personal dropdown to view visits and deadlines. Here, they can view and register for upcoming visits or office hours for their school. To do so, they'll just click on this Register button, and then they'll receive a notification the day before to remind them. If a virtual meeting link is provided, students will also be able to launch this meeting directly from this page when the time comes. Students can filter this list for just schools on their My Colleges list, and they will also receive a notification when one of their colleges is scheduled to visit with their high school. Lastly, back on the student's home page, they can scroll all the way to the bottom of their dashboard to view the helpful links section. These links are related to searching for colleges, testing, applying to college, and has a link to the SCORE blog. Also, if students have any questions while navigating SCORE, they can click the support icon and review help docs, which will cover most questions they may have.